Shalom. All praise, honor, and glory going to Yahweh, Shem Yahweh Shah, Shem Kakodash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to you, arguing this how their person is true for our honesty and sincerity by way of the highways and byways and also on the internet. Going back to the names, Yahweh, which means he is, he exists. That's the Father name. And the Son name is Yahweh Shah, not Jesus. The Son name again is Yahweh Shah, which means he is deliverer, he is Savior. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites. This is your brother Nayap, and I'm back with another lesson. On the last lesson that I had, it was an article. It was supposed to be based off of various topics. So one of the topics that I went into was it said the Pope welcomes Christmas at newly restored St. Peter Basilica, which y'all can go ahead and go to. I already got on this channel. Says I'm trying to think of which article I want to get in next. This might be a various topic. Like I said, I'm gonna get into this one though, because the last one was long-winded. It says that will never happen. Locals reacts to Trump suggesting U.S. Retake Panama Canal. It says President-elect Donald Trump said the U.S. should consider taking the Panama Canal. Hear how the Panamanian people and the country's president reacted to Trump's threats. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to play it and pause this. It might put up a commercial or something, so I don't know.
Every business is on its own path to AI. Intel AI Factory with NVIDIA can provide you with the broadest portfolio, allowing you to quickly implement the AI you need, help keep your data secure, and get the flexibility to scale as you grow. So no matter what business you're in,
I know, y'all. I hate it too.
forward.
I hate it too. Fair use.
We will demand that the Panama Canal be returned to the United States of America in full, quickly, and without question.
Panamanians are angered by President-elect Donald Trump's threat to take U.S. control of the Panama Canal.
That will never happen. That will never happen, because you'll have to kill all the Panamanians who live here.
All Panamanians of all ages, of all classes, and of all social conditions, and with all political beliefs, have to close rank at this moment when the country demands that we defend the canal.
Trump claims Panama is overcharging the United States to use the Panama Canal, a critical route for global shipping. The U.S. finished construction of the canal in 1914, but it's been under full Panamanian control since 1999, something Panama's president is emphasizing.
That is a manifestation of gross ignorance of history. So, all those speculations and all that range of eventualities that are not going to happen, well, I leave them there as totally irrelevant issues and quite bordering on historical incoherence with what the Panama Canal has been, is, and will be.
Molino and 3 former Panamanian presidents just signed a declaration reasserting Panama's sovereignty and control of the canal.
Okay. So, as y'all can see, I just want to type in something. Lock, y'all. Hold on. Now these Panamanians, they're Israelites. They come from the tribe of Zebulun. I was trying to look up something on this computer. So yeah, they was like, man, you basically got to go ahead and kill us, man, if you trying to take this canal. Now we gonna go and see what this canal is all about. Here we go. Let me pull up this scripture right quick. Let me pull up this scripture right quick. This is because this is talking about the tribe of Zebulun. So let's go to Genesis 35 and 23, which I remember going to this scripture the other day. What number one say? It's saying, God said unto Jacob, 35 and 1, God said unto Jacob, arise and go up to Bethlehem and dwell there and make there an altar unto God and appear unto thee. Thou fleddest from the face of Esau thy brother. So when you go down here, it says Jacob is named Israel. It says verse 9, it says, and God appeared unto Jacob again. He came out of Panamanians and blessed him. And God said unto him, thy name is Jacob. Thy name shall be called any more Jacob, but Israel shall be thy name. And he called his name Israel. So when you jump down to, these are the sons, it say the sons of Israel in verse 23. Okay. So it says the sons of Leah, Reuben. All right. Leah, or Leah, Reuben, Jacob's firstborn. Okay. Simeon. Okay. Levi, and Judah, and Issachar, and Zebulun. And when you go to Zebulun, which means, I believe it means exalted.
Strong's H 2074. Zebulun. Gesenius Lexicon. Zebulun. Next entry. Zebulun. Next entry. Zebulun.
All right, I don't know why I kept saying it. But anyway, going back, it means exalted. Okay, the 10th son. All right. Zebulun, a son of Jacob, also territory and tribe, Zebulun. Okay. Zebulun means to be exalted. And when you go to the word, even when you go to the word, matter of fact, hold on. How did they, okay, that's how they spelled it. All right, Genesis 49 and 13, it says, Zebulun shall dwell at the haven of the sea, and he shall be for a haven of ships, and his border shall be unto Zidon. Okay, which this is the northern tribe. Numbers 1 and 30, it says, of children of Zebulun by their generations after their fathers, by the house of their fathers, according to the number of their names, 20 years old and upward, because that was going into establishing the tribes and their family line and lineage and stuff throughout their family. Throughout their father. All right, so it's just you can go into it. Okay. I was just looking up some more. But that's enough on that. So I want to go to Exalted. And I'm gonna go to it in the scriptures too, but first I want to go to it in here. Exalted, to give off vapor. It say flow out. It says to elevate in rank or honor. All right. Glorify, praise. Okay. Glorify, praise. Praise like Yasharala, like when you be like all praises too. All right. Exalted, you exalting. All right. All praises. Glorify, praise. All right. Meaning, and you can see that in them people today. So that was pretty good on that. For real, for real. All right, let me get this where this stuff is. Let me go back, cause that was the last lesson. And then let me go to this. It said the Panama Canal. Okay, Panama. And you see they buy these waters. Okay. This is the northern tribe. Okay. This is the northern tribe. I'm just looking a little bit. I kind of want to know. See, Panama Bay, the Gulf of Panama. You see? So like even like when we use so like hold on, let me go back up here. Even like when it said, where did it say that? Among their families. I think it was in Genesis. Yeah, it said Genesis 49:13, Zebulun shall dwell at the haven of the sea, and he shall be for a haven of ships, and his border shall be upon Zidon. Okay. I was looking for it, but I guess, is this the wrong one? I think this is the wrong one. Yeah. Let me go back. Okay, here we go. Got Zidon hunting, say ancient Mediterranean coast north of Tyre. Okay. So I just wanted to read that. Now let me go back. Let me go back. Wrong one. All right, so let's see what the Panama Canal and stuff. It says I just click on Wikipedia. The Panama Canal, Spanish Canal de Panama, is an artificial 82-kilometer, 51-mile waterway in Panama that connects the Atlantic Ocean. Okay, hold on, give me 2 seconds. I want to go on my computer just in case these words is in blue. I can just go ahead and pull them up. So, all right, it says an artificial 82 kilometer, 51-mile waterway in Panama that connects the Atlantic Ocean. Okay, which we know the Atlantic Ocean is the second largest of the world's 5 ocean divisions. Okay, with the Pacific Ocean cutting across the Isthmus of Panama. All right, and the Isthmus of Panama is the narrow strip of the land that lies between the Caribbean Sea and the Pacific Ocean, linking North and South America. Okay, that's why I'm like, these is all Jakes. All right, so the Panama Canal is an artificial 82-kilometer, 51-mile waterway in Panama that connects Atlantic Ocean with Pacific Ocean, cutting across the Isthmus of Panama, and is conduit for maritime trade. Now I'm gonna look this maritime trade up myself right quick. Which I know it probably got, of course, trades on the sea, probably. It say maritime trade. Matter of fact, I'm gonna pull it up. Fuck it, I could pull it up on the phone. Hey, y'all see this, because it ain't nothing nothing too crazy. All right, maritime trade. Wow. I'm gonna read what's on my screen. It say maritime trade is the transportation of goods and commodities across the oceans and seas between countries. It's a vital part of the global economy, connecting nations and supporting industries worldwide. So a lot of stuff, the transportations of goods and commodities. All right. Let me look up let's look up. I want to look up I'm gonna look it up on here. I'm gonna look up the word commodities. What is commodities? Commodities, benefit, profit, welfare. Okay. So let's see what it is in the Merriam. Okay. Commodities. commodities is an economic good, such as a project of agricultural or mining, okay, like grain and corn. All right, it says in art, that's a food, so food supplies. Okay, an article of commerce, it says, especially when derived for shipment, it said reported the damage of commodities. Officials like, okay. C, it says a mass produce unspecialized product. It can be commodity chemicals, memory chips. It says something useful or valued. All right, so it's valuable goods. Okay, thing. Okay, it says also entity or thing. It said a good or service whose wide availability typically leads to smaller profit margins and diminishes the importance of factors such as brand name and other than price. Number 4, it says one that is subject to ready exchange or exploitation with a market. Okay, it's a quantity lot. We know what quantity is, right? Quantity is of various of things. It says indefinite amount or number. So it's innumerable of valuable goods. Okay, that goes throughout the Panama Canal. So if Trump's trying to take over that, which hey, they trying to cut you off from being the people. Hey, matter of fact, let me grab that. Let me grab that. This is Psalms chapter 83 and verse 1. It's a song or a psalm of Asaph. It says, "Keep not thou silence, O God, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O power, for lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head." It says, "They have taken crafty counsel against thy people." Okay, when you got and consulted against thy hidden ones, which are the Panamanians, or which are the Zebulunites, okay, which are the Israelites from the northern tribe, okay. Psalms 83 and 4, they have come and lit, they have said, "Come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance." Okay, for verse 5, "For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee." Who are confederate against thee? The tabernacles of Edom, Esau, Edom, okay? And the Ishmaelites, which are the so-called Arabs, of Moab, so-called Chinese, of Hagarenes, all right? You got the Africans and stuff. Jabal, you got Ammon, okay? Ammon is the Japanese. All right, you got Amalek, which is the chief house of Edom. All right, which is Edom's grandson. He the one that ruled these banks, these elites, one of the elites to rule these, not one of the elites, but that nation specifically. Okay. It says the Philistines, going into more Africans with the inhabitants of Tyre. So it's showing you how this man trying to cut you off. Playing upon tables. But let's get back into that article. This Wikipedia. All right, where we at? It said, let me see. I'm gonna start at cutting across the isthmus, or the isthmus of Panama. I don't know how to say it, and is a conduit for maritime trade. We went into that. Okay, it said locks at each and in ships to the Gontan, the Ghatan Lake, an artificial freshwater lake 26 meters above sea level, created by damming up, blah, 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 blah. So that's what it is. This is the schematic of what the Panama Canal is. As you can see, it says the Atlantic entrance is number 1, and it shows all throughout. It says that the Emperor Reach. It shows you everything. So like the ways of passages for them to obtain goods and stuff. Okay, and Trump like basically like, well, hey, we don't want that for y'all. Again, going back to the article, when it says that will never happen, locals say, it says to retake the canal. All right, so they want that canal. They don't. So let me they don't want Trump to, of course, take that over, because that'd be taking over a whole bunch of valuables and goods. You know, how can they be able to survive? How, you know, it said the ships. That's how you know them, the Zebulunites, man. All right. It says created by damming Charges River and Lake Aluja to reduce the amount of excavation work required for the canal. It say locks then lower the ships at the other end. So they just going into it. Let me see what else they got. It says Panama Canal shortcut greatly reduces the time for ships to travel between the Atlantic and the Pacific Oceans, enabling them to avoid the lengthy hazardous route around the southernmost tip of South America via the Drake Passage. That's what it's called. The Strait of Magellan, or the Beagle Channel. Okay, it is one of the largest and most difficult engineering projects ever undertaken. All right, so these people down there, man, doing this. Okay, it says, and these people need that to be there. They, you know, this is how they survive. It says Colombia, France, and later United States controlled the territory surrounding the canal. During construction, France began work on the canal in 1881, but stopped in 1889 because of lack of investors, confidence due to engineering problems, and high worker mortality rate. Yeah, and so you know it wasn't no women out there. We know that motherfucker damn sure. What they had down here. The earliest record, a canal across the Ithumens of 1534. Charles V, Holy Roman Emperor, yeah, okay, and King of Spain ordered a survey for a route through the Americas in order to ease the voyage for ships traveling between Spain and Peru. The Spanish were seeking to gain a military advantage over the Portuguese. Okay. So I'm about to wrap this lesson up as well. So when you go to the Panama Canal, and then I'm gonna type in Trump, we can get a little bit more into this. It's still dark outside too. What's the history of the Panama Canal? We just read it. This is The Guardian. Who owns the Panama Canal and what does Trump want with it? It says U.S. President-elect has threatened to retake the Panama Canal over exorbitant rates, but Panama's president rejects his claims. It says Donald Trump has threatened to take over the Panama Canal, but what is the waterway and why is it so important? And then they going into it. It says the canal is a major waterway connecting the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, allowing sea travelers to avoid an additional 7,000 nautical miles. Okay, which we was reading. It says more than 40% of the consumer goods trade last year between Northeast Asia and the U.S. East Coast were transported through the canal. That's a lot. It says the U.S. is the canal's biggest customer. The U.S. is the canal's biggest customer. Okay. That's very important because look what they show right here. You see the globe? Okay. The Caribbean Sea, you got Panama City. Our people is in between that. Okay. U.S. It says U.S. East Coast. It says the U.S. is the canal's biggest customer, responsible for about 3/4 of the cargo moving through it each year, while China is the second biggest customer. It says who owns the canal? The government of Panama has owned and operated the canal through a dedicated agency, the Panama Canal Authority, for 25 years. The U.S. operated the canal during the 20th century, taking control of the canal zone, damn demons, and beginning construction in 1904 after helping Panama win independence from Colombia. The canal opened in 1914, revolutionizing global shipping. And the Edomites helped them out because, of course, they wanted goods. These Caucasians and stuff like that helped them out because they wanted goods, and now they're trying to take it over. Revolutionizing global shipping and allowing thousands of cargo freighters, and American battleships to pass through each year. It says U.S. control of the canal and the exclusion of Panamanians created tensions between locals and the U.S. visitors, prompting authorities to erect a wall between Panama City and the canal zone in the 1950s. On January 9th, 1964, a major protest broke out and 28 people were killed in using repression by the authorities, sparking international outrage and encouraging U.S. strategists to abandon the canal. In 1977, the U.S. President Jimmy Carter and the Panamanian leader Omar Torrijos signed 2 treaties to phase out U.S. control of the canal because U.S. want to take that over. So if you take that over, you really trying to put the people out, and you know that's why this damn devil got to be stopped. Say after a period of joint administration marred by a 1989 U.S. invasion to overthrow the military league Manuel Noriega, Panama took full control. Said, what does Trump want with it? Okay, let's read about it. Trump has demanded that Panama return the canal to the U.S. unless it manages the waterway in a fashion he considers acceptable. Damn! He like, and who is, you know what? That's they over there in they land. Here it is, Esau not even in his land. And he's going to another people's land and telling them that they need to y'all need to work in the conditions I need y'all to work in, do the things I need y'all to do. Otherwise, I'm taking it from y'all. Damn. I'm about to read that again. It says Trump has demanded that the Panama return the canal to the U.S. unless it manages the waterway in a fashion he considers acceptable. The U.S. president-elect took issue with what he describes as the exorbitant rates that the U.S. government, Navy, and businesses were charged for using the passage. It says the fees being charged by Panama are ridiculous. He wrote. He said this complete ripoff of our countries will immediately stop. It says the fees being charged by Panama are ridiculous. Because they want some money off of, because you using their waterway, the way how they receive goods and stuff like that. So of course they the middleman, of course they gonna want some money. And you ain't been paying up. Nobody been paying up. And them people going through it. It says ships using the canal must pay fees set by the Canal Authority. Variable rates have soared in recent years amid droughts worsened by global heating, with which dry up essential reservoirs and reduce the canal's capacity. As a result of the severe drought in late 2023, only 22 ships crossed the canal each day instead of 36 usual, forcing ships to QA for weeks, basically stand idle for weeks, or pay as much as $4 million. All right, to jump ahead. Transits fell at nearly a third in a year. See, and that's the Lord. The Lord made that happen. The canal authority has allowed rising numbers. It's a lot. Rising numbers of the ships to use the canal over 2024, easing congestion, but will increase charges and introduce some additional fees on January 1st, 2025. Panama's President Jose Raul Molino said the canal's transit fees were not inflated. Trump also warned he would not let. So the dude, the Israelite, all right, the president, he like, hey, it ain't nothing inflated, bro. This is what it is. Trump also warned he would not let the canal fall into the wrong hands, and appeared to suggest China was exerting influence over it. A Chinese company based in Hong Kong controls 2 of the 5 ports adjacent to the canal, one on each side, but Molino and said Panama had full control of the canal. He the one, he like, all right, y'all come in, y'all go out. Every square meter of Panama Canal and its adjacent zones is part of Panama, and it will continue to be, he said in a video statement on Sunday. So, hey man, there you go. These Panamanians is going through it, man. These Panamanians are going through it, and they Israelites. Panamanians are from the tribe of Zebulun, and it even tells you in Genesis 49 and 13 about how they was gonna have ships like by, that's just a way of them people, and plus they and then exalt, give all praises. Them people, they Israelites, okay? They Israelites, man. I don't know how else to explain it, See, these is Jakes, man. Look at this. These is Jakes. These are Israelites, man. It say Afro Panamanians, but fuck that Afro word, man. It's they Zebulunites, man. These are Zebulunites. Look at this. These are people, man. These are people. Look how they dress. They dress modestly. Okay? That's down there, man. That's, See? It's dark as me, man. That lady on the left right there, that older lady, she is dark as me. You see the dude over there on the right hand side? He darker. See? And it's the truth. Them Jakes, man. These is all Jakes. Jakes. Look at that. The lady on the left is like, that can be my grandma. Shit, not even my grandma, my mom or something. You know what I'm saying? Then look. You know he out of place. But you never know. He might be a speckled bird. See? Dressed in modest apparel. These are people, man. Look how beautiful they is. See? This is a Jake. You see? That's woolly hair, man. That's a Jake. And I ain't saying you gotta be having woolly hair to be a Jake, but I'm just pointing that out. I'm just pointing that out. Look at that. This is a Jake. Look at that. He look like me. And y'all trying to cut off the passages to these people. With that, I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to go ahead and name these 12 tribes, man. I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to try to get into another lesson. I'm going to upload this and try to get into another one, Lord willing. I was up for about 21 hours. Yesterday, I woke up about, I probably went to sleep around like, maybe like 7. And I woke back up like around like 10:30. And I've been up ever since, and it's 7:30 a.m. You know? So if I'm, sometimes like with the words and stuff, I might say some words wrong or something like that. Please forgive me on that one, This is, I am, now I'm starting to get tired just a little bit, but nothing too crazy. So yeah, these are nations, all right? So Judah, okay, so-called Negroes. Benjamin, the so-called Jamaicans. Levi, the so-called Haitians. Ephraim, the so-called Puerto Ricans. Manasseh, the so-called Cubans. Simeon, the so-called Dominicans. Zebulun, from Guatemala to Panama. Gad, the so-called Native American Indians. Reuben, the so-called Seminole Indians. Issachar, the so-called Mexicans, which they over there down there by. Naphtali, from Argentina and Chile. All right. So with that, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory going to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Bashim Krakodash. Lord willing, this was a good lesson. Until next time, Shalom.